M-A-N-M-A-N-M-A-N. Darling, take it slow, or someday you'll be all alone. You better slow, take it slow, better slow, take it slow, better slow.
How do we look, Hal? Fucking great. Well, that's how you look, man. High five. So, as you know, this is Hal has lost a shitload of weight. Of course, I'm proud of you and thankful that you came here to train with us, but he's going to talk to you about shit, Hal lost big numbers. A lot of fucking weight. And maybe you want the same. I'm sure you do, which is why you're watching this video, checking out Hal and all the success. So, let's just talk about, well, first of all, why? What made you want this? Because 278 down to 270 down to 208.
Yeah.
That is humongous gains. But first of all, before we talk about why you wanted it, about how long did it take to do? Let's be realistic. You did it fast, but how long?
Pretty fast, about 4 months.
So 4 months. And people would kill for that, man.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, I don't even know if gastro happens that fast. So 4 months, and that's like 60-something pounds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
61, I think,
So why? Why did you want to do this, Hal?
Well, I'm a senior now, and I began to notice that some of the other seniors are either at a good weight or dead.
Yeah.
So I decided I didn't want to be there. And also I got a back problem, and the doctors kept telling me that if I lost some weight, the back would feel a lot better. It's helped with the weight. It hasn't solved the issues, but it's helped. So those are the main reasons.
Kick ass. So, I mean, by doing it, and this, I mean, because, like, I'm telling you guys, like, every week I see Hal once a week. They might be saying, there must be some kind of magic and voodoo they're sprinkling on Hal. I see him every week. I mean, we train here. He gets busy. He whips on the Bob's ass and gets his lift on. And he does his own workout thing. But every week I would see him, he'd be getting drastically smaller, okay? So that's quick, rapid weight loss. Was it kind of like painful? Was it lonely, depressing? What were some of the challenges you went through in day to day? There had to have been to lose weight that fucking fast.
Well, I didn't really think it was all that challenging, but I know what I do, and a combination, I think, of exercising, like here with Sim, doing a little bit on my own at home, and the meal plans that really take the weight off fast. I mean, obviously they do.
So that's what it comes down to. A lot of people, I mean, I talk about this a lot, and a lot of people don't want to accept that. And like when I told people about like your numbers, like in class and stuff, they're all like, oh shit, what kind of shakes are they? And there's no food that you're going to be able to get from anywhere that's going to blast the fat off your ass. And a lot of you think that. I mean, because there's no nutrient on earth that cancels itself out. Like you're not going to find one piece of food on earth that has 100 calories, you put in your pie hole, and it burns 150. Only way to really get small is on a caloric deficit. And it's just cool to see how fast it can happen. I see when it comes down to it, and a good thing for Hal, because like you said before, you told me a couple times, you're at a restaurant, you go out to eat, you gotta have a life, right? He goes out with the wife, she's sitting there eating smothered pork chops, and he's got his, like a protein bar or a protein shake. And now that's got to be a struggle, man. I mean, you say it's easy. Good for you, man. You must got balls like Superman. If I crumble under pressure, there's no way in hell, Sam hell, that I'd be able to go to a restaurant. And a lot of you can't either. And have a nice person, we'll be going to him going out to eat. He's going to have a big ass cheeseburger, and I'm going to have that is some dedication. You know?
The reason I don't think it was that difficult, if I'm full, if I'm satisfied, the cravings aren't just driving me nuts. So I'm fairly happy if I want a cheeseburger, but instead I just force myself to go drink one of these shakes that has about 160 calories in it. I forget about wanting that cheeseburger. It's simple.
Well, yeah. True. I mean, a lot of us, people who get overweight, and I've been one of them. Hal's been one of them. We usually eat until we feel very, very full, you know? But I think at the same time, a lot of the foods we used to eat are kind of addictive. Because think about it. Back in the day, right? Like all last year, right? How long have we been working out together for?
Over a year.
Over a year. All last year, not really anything. And Hal's an ass flipper. know, he's sweating and working his ass off. But you like to work out, and then you like to get your eat on.
That's right.
So, I mean, back then you could have eaten like some fucking Brussels sprouts and some greens.
I could have, but you know, the way I kind of use working out, I can use an excuse to eat more. You know, I would go to a restaurant, and if I had just been here that day, and the waitress came by and she said, "What do you want on that baked potato?" I said, "Put the works on it." You know.
And that's
today. Tonight, if I went, I probably wouldn't have a baked potato.
Right.
But that's what I do.
Most of you do this, and this drives us personal trainers and coaches fucking nuts. You guys come out here and work out, and you give yourself a green light to eat a whole kit. You can't eat that much just because you work out. You need to work out and eat less, right?
But you need to monitor what you eat.
Exactly.
It's a good idea to write down. And also write down what you do in terms of exercise. And it's real easy in my own kind of little shorthand way that I know what it means. You know, I can put that on one piece of paper and kind of keep track of it. And that works for me. And coming here and seeing you for a trainer, I do more than I would do at home on my own.
It's very simple. I mean, you can get an idea. It won't be exact. You can get an idea of how many calories it takes for you to exist every day. And then if you want to make it simple, like I'm sure on the back of these shakes and soups, they have the caloric breakdown. You know, it's kind of harder with like natural foods, like unless you're going to start weighing your fruit and weighing your meat to get an idea. I mean, I'm sure you probably know. How many calories are in a 6 ounces chicken breast? I bet you know.
Yeah, 4 ounces, about 120.
I wouldn't know that, see?
Yeah.
I'm a trainer. 120 calories?
And 4 ounces.
And 4 ounces.
So, you know, just add, you know, do the math on that.
So you gotta have
start thinking in terms of, you know, chicken breast or a piece of meat or whatever it is, being about the size of a bar of soap. You know,
That's it?
That's about the size of 4 ounces of chicken. Yeah, about the size.
So that's a good analogy. So I didn't know that. So about 4 ounces is about the size of it. And I don't really like chicken breast, but I know for a freaking fact I can eat way more than that. I mean, a bar of soap.
Right.
I can probably eat about.
Then have a pile of green beans with it. You know?
Yeah, I'm usually having.
They recommend you have a half cup of green beans, but you know what? If you have 2 cups of green beans, that's okay too. Like the trainer in there says, you know, nobody got here. Nobody got the way they were
from eating fucking chicken and Brussels sprouts. Exactly.
Especially from eating vegetables. They didn't get it for that. You know, you can overdo it on meat a little bit, but you know, it's pretty hard with green beans, you know, or lettuce or something like that.
There's something hidden in there. Like I've had some other clients too who have been like, I'm just eating like all these lean meats and vegetables and shit, and I'm like, why the hell? I mean, think about this. I mean, Hal whoops ass here once a week. And honestly, don't lie. How many times average a week do you work out at home?
Maybe 3 times, probably only for 10 minutes.
3 for 10 minutes, right? And I swear to God, I'm not making this shit up. You like, was the first week like 8 pounds?
Yeah.
8 pounds and like 6 pounds. It went down here and there, but I mean, this week he's back to eating regular food. And what did you lose this last week?
3.8.
3.8 pounds. And I know you guys are hating Hal right now. Shit! I'm kind of hating Hal right now. He just said in the other room, he said, I think after next week I'm just going to kind of take it easy. I'm tired of losing weight. You kind of inferred that. You're like,
I said if I lost another 10 pounds, I think that I'm pretty happy with it.
I hear you.
I mean, I can't just keep losing weight forever.
Hal's the winner.
Pounds a week, a year from now.
It's like saying, I'm tired of whipping your ass. I'm tired of winning. But good for you, man. It's just like, and a lot of people didn't believe it, and they're in awe. Because we've had some people this year, man, 2014, like, we're going to do some other videos with, like, Jason. He's at, like, 60 pounds. Anna's probably at, like, 50-something pounds. But, I mean, Anna started really losing in January. And Jason's been whooping ass even since last year. You know what I mean? So just to show you how fast it can happen. And he didn't feel sick and dizzy. He didn't have to go to the hospital. I did a video a couple days ago telling these people, because people say, well, cutting your calories too low is dangerous.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, losing weight that fast, but you had, we got that video of you.
Yeah.
You were so big, you couldn't put his arm by his side. I mean, his arm's just on top of his stomach. Now he's all slim and sexy and everything, and that's fucking cool. But, I mean, if you don't really have that much to lose, I mean, it can get a little weird. I mean, so I don't blame you for like, what do you see? You're at 208?
Yeah.
And you're 6 foot.
Well, 5'11",
5'11".
If I got down to 195, I'm happy at that weight, I think. I mean, I haven't been there for a while.
And you can easily go to 195. And it's cool to have, think about it, caloric deficit, yada, 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 but having like a plan in place, like he said, he's writing the shit down.
Yeah.
Writing down when he exercises, writing down what he eats. And that comes down to accountability. Have a plan.
Yeah.
Every day he wakes up, he has a plan. He knows when he gets his ass out of bed, how many things he's going to eat, and a pretty good idea what they're going to be. And I think a lot of us get into trouble like that because even as we're born as humans, the number one thing for you to do on your list of things to do as a human is to eat, and that comes before reproduction. Is eating. When you're born as a baby, feed me, you want to eat something. So if you don't have a plan, of course, who wants to be fucking fat? Nobody wants to be fat, but if you so you make the intentions of losing weight that day or for the week, but a couple hours go by, and then you walk past IHOP, and you think about, I would love to eat me up some crepes with sauce on top. You'll great, and I've had plenty, and you probably had plenty of those days like, today is a fat loss day,
yeah.
And then come around 1 o'clock, you get hungry, and your friend says, you want to hit the Chinese buffet? Hell yeah, I would. I love walnut prawns. Right? So I think I think that's the biggest take home, to have a plan.
But then calorically, you know what the calories are in all these things, whether it's a shake or whether it's an almond you make. You know what the calories are. If you replace 160 something with 160 something else, it's the same thing.
It really comes down to math. Like I said in another video, people talk about and they keep, it's so annoying. People I meet clients and you guys say, I'm only eating this, I'm only eating that. And it's like, it really comes down to math. Certain things will affect you differently. Like certain things have a higher thermic effect. So all calories aren't really treated equal. Like, let's just say 200 calories of chicken breast and 200 calories of a chocolate bar. They're very close, but they're not really equal because the chicken breast will require more calories for your body to break down. But in a nutshell, it comes down to math. Like if you ate 3 donuts a day, you probably die and get scurvy, but you lose hella fucking weight. If you just ate a donut that's 180 calories, you can eat 3 of those things and lose all kind of weight. You get sick, croak, but it's calories in, calories out. So that's the take home, I think. Is writing things down and have some awareness and have some accountability of the things that you're putting in your pie hole. It happens, man. Like I know because I've been there before. I'm on this seems like I'm always on a cut. Like I like get my lift on. I like to see the muscles grow. But it seems like I'm always on a cut because I'm just always fucking around and eating. But if you're sick and tired, you just want the fat off, and you're depressed. Maybe you're really overweight. And you're thinking about getting gastro, the bypass shit. Like Anna was talking about that earlier this year, and she said, "Fuck it," she did it herself. She's 50-something pounds down since, it's been 9 months for her. But still, you know what I mean? And she was watching her calories too. Really watching her calories. I think that's the biggest thing for you guys is to have some accountability and have some awareness.
Writing it down, like you said, is really important. And I just prefer to write it down. It's easier for me. But some people in my class are really pretty technologically inclined. And they're wearing what they call a Fitbit on one wrist.
Some of my clients have that. That tells what the fuck you're eating.
No, it tells you how many calories you're burning, what you're doing all day.
Like I did another video a little while ago about fitness devices. I think I talked about the Fitbit there, and the Apple Watch is coming out, and the Nike Fuel Band. Those, man, they're not going to turn you into a fitness person. I mean, it's cool to have them around and stuff like that. But using technology to count your calories, that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Because I think for us, people who've been overweight or can get overweight, we figured out how to eat more calories than we burn.
Yeah.
It's like the hard dance. Some guys I know can't gain weight. I can't gain. You're not eating enough. I'm eating a lot. You ain't eating enough. You need to figure out, for them, I think that, because that is king. When it comes to your body composition, like Hal can lift, he can get his punch on, his lift on. His fitness has gradually improved. He's fast on his spin bike. But no drastic changes in body composition, which is what most of you want. I mean, it's nice that you're stronger and faster, and then you can beat up a kid on the block or something, I don't know. But you want to look different. And when it comes down to you looking your ass different, 70% of it is what's going in your pie hole. The other 30, I'd split it. Say 15 on genetics, the other 15 on working out. It's important, you gotta have it, and I think, I mean, doing both is great. I'm sure you concur. It's like having a match in gasoline. You put aggressive, don't dance around in the park, some aggressive ass whipping exercise with some caloric deficit and changing your nutrition. No one can tell you anything. You can lose whatever the hell you want to lose. Like Hal said, 195 will be enough. He's not hoping. If Hal wants to weigh 180 pounds, if I say, Hal, go to 180, I'll blow your brains out. He say, okay, it won't be a problem. I don't want my brains blown out, and I know I can go down to 180, but most of you feel all hoping.
I think most people could go to 180 though if you said some bleed their brains out.
You know, I'm gonna do that. How is it making lose weight? Lose weight, or I'll kill your kids. I'll blow your kids' brains out if you don't lose weight. Man, dude, sometimes I'm like, I don't know, I'm at my wit's end. Some of my clients who just can't lose, and they're mad at me, and I'm mad at them. They're like, I can't lose. And it's like, oh my God, man. I mean, so there you go, man. And I sell fitness. I've said it before, man. 70% of what happens to your body, unless it's about like getting big ass muscles, working out is gonna, I mean, your reps and your sets and your pump, when it comes to losing fat, is a caloric deficit. Because your body's gonna burn fat every day regardless. You ain't gonna build muscle. You don't pick up the weights. You'll never grow muscle. Those damn things will shrink, along with your fat cells. But you wanna get small, figure out, get a plan. So Hal's biggest tips of the day, but I think, get a plan in place, get a support system.
Yeah. Write
some shit down. If you don't want to write anything down, you're a tech geek, get you an app on your phone, I think Anna has that app, and start inputting the food and putting the calories in there and tracking it. Because I mean, shit, 8 pounds a week, 6 pounds a week. I mean, I'm just active, you can just lose 2 pounds a week. That is awesome. Like I think your worst week you lost like nothing, or 0.8 pounds or something.
Yeah, my worst week.
That was like one of the weeks.
Yeah.
But like every week he's rolling weight off, and there's no reason why you can't do it. He's a man, I'm a woman. Shut up. Stop making excuses. Start figuring out what you're eating, and go from there. Wow, we gotta work the hell out, which you should too. And if you don't, I don't want to work out. Get my mouth. Get some duct tape and tape your mouth closed. You just can't eat anything if you don't want to work the hell out. But there you go. Get it, got it, get there.